Welcome back to Kinrara Oval, the game number 12 of inaugural Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series 2019. For the game number 12, Southern Hitters will take on Western Warriors. And this is the final game of the league. We had so far 11 games. And from the 11 games, Central Smashers winning 5 of 6 games, having 11 points. They are topping the table. The Northern Strikers winning 3 games out of 6 with 7 points. They placed second, and they will be meeting the Central Smashers in finals on 31st. Meanwhile, Southern Hitters and Western Warriors will play for third place on Thursday, and before that, today, the final league game, Southern Hitters and Western Warriors will play, and probably Western Warriors will be looking to win that one game, which put them on the winning knot before the big games. Looking at the team cards, Western Warriors, Shankar Satish, Ahmed Faiz, Nur Ramizam Hamidon, Vijay Unni, Amar Zuhaidi, Nazrul Rahman, Anur Rahman, Ahmed Azbi, Kushan Virakori, Nimanta Madhuanta, Muhammad Salman. Looking at the team card of Southern Hitters, Said Aziz, the skipper, Shafiq Sharif, Saifullah Malik, Sampat Pereira, Harinder Singh, Amir Azim, Suhail Al Fitri, Pamandeep Singh, Devendra Mogan, Nipun Ransik, and Faiz Nasir. So, 2 umpires in the middle today, Mr. Venukumar and Mr. Kalidas. Mr. Venukumar will be starting the proceedings. Western Warriors winning the toss, batting first. And with me, Siva.
Hi Yusri. Good evening to all the viewers and good evening to you as well.
Good evening. So, Said Aziz to start the proceedings.
Here is Aziz. We need to see what are the plans today and what they have in their bank.
Yeah.
As they've executed their plans, which they prepared very well in the last game versus Northern Strikers. And first ball from Aziz from Combox end. Let's play is the call. Nicely bowled, well left by the batsman. He's right on the money on the first ball. Still bowling with a good line and length and good pace as well. Western Warriors won the toss and elected to bat first. There's a quick single there. Good running between the wickets to open their account. First run on the board. The second ball of a finals league match of Ramadan Peace Cup 2019. The two openers for Western Warriors are Shankar Satish and Nur Hamizan. Shankar Satish is going to face his first ball of the innings. As you see the field-in restrictions for the power play, there's a man at deep third man and a man at deep square leg. 4 men patrolling in the offside and fine leg and long on, mid on and mid off. Nicely cut through the third man just for a single. As we all have seen for the last couple of games, most of the teams won the toss and elected to bat first. As this is the final game as well in the league, so it would be good to put some total on the board And so nicely played just over the fielder at slips. Quick run for 2. Yes, it is. They got it quite comfortably. Short of a length from Aziz. Watchfully played by Shankar Satish. Good over so far. Dance down. A quick running between the wicket. Chance of a run out. Made it comfortably. Guided, trying to guide to the third man, but just found the fielder at slip cotton. Good running there by the batsman. Quickly capitalizing the chances of rotating the strike, putting the pressure on the fielders. Final delivery of the first over. Watchfully played, another single down to the third man. That's the end of over number 1. 5 runs on the board. The loss of no wickets. And both these teams will meet again for third place on Thursday. So we have no game tomorrow. We will be back-to-back games on Thursday and Friday, third place and the finals. The finals will be played between Central Smashers and Northern Strikers. Oh, there's a hint of a swing coming in late. Good delivery. Devendra Mogan from far end.
Hamizan and Shankar Satish opening for Western Warriors.
There's a slight hint of a swing today, Yusri, from far end. To see, nicely bowled. Straightest delivery this time.
I know you love to see those swing deliveries as a fast bowler.
Love them when they're coming in, especially. They are the deliveries which are pretty hard to play, and you will be deceived by the amount of swing it does. The ball swings. And the batsmen as well not taking too many risks at this point of time. Playing sensibly, just guiding, rotating the strike.
Devendra Mogan is one of the experienced bowlers in Malaysia. I've seen him performing well for Malaysia as well. Using his experience. Definitely it will be help as an experienced player to bowl opening overs and decide which delivery to bowl for openers.
A change in the field. Man from deep fine leg goes into the fine leg cotton. Nicely played. Just guided towards, punch towards the covers. Well fielded by a fielder from running all the way from long off to deep cover.
It's always nice to see those kind of fielding, especially in a ground like Kinrara, whereas having a outfield is very fast.
And is literally need to sprint to get the ball, stop not going towards the boundary. Oh, bouncer, unlucky. Unlucky, squared him up. Still managed to get down to the third man just for a single. As getting quite interesting there with the amount of pace he's putting, the effort he's putting in to get those balls. Just unlucky there as there's no slips for Devendran. Onto the pads, quick single, yes, taken easily. Just tap and run to read the strike.
Looking at the team, both the teams, Western Warriors, so far in this series, Nimantha Madhuwanta, Ahmed Faiz and Shankar Satish has contributed well with the bat, but not enough, I guess. That's why probably they will be looking into perform well today before going to the third place game.
Yes, you see, there are quite a number of recognized batsmen in the lineup, and they just need one innings to get their confidence back. And moreover, they are required to spend some time in the middle.
Probably that one victory.
Oh, slashed and missed completely, just missing the outside edge again.
They need that one victory to get that winning attitude and to winning ways to put them into that groove. Probably that.
Oh, another bouncer! What a great bowling we are witnessing here. It's teaming, both the quickers are bowling quite fast and making the advantage, taking the advantage of the pitch as well, and also the fielding restrictions.
My observation was the problem with Western Warriors was the middle overs, that over 5 to 15, losing so many wickets, no proper partnership coming in that period of time, 5 to 15.
Yep.
So even though some games you get a good opening start, 6th, 7th over, and then you start losing wickets and then you lose your whole momentum.
Yep, especially when the spinners are into the attack. Those 6 to 15 overs, as you said. Aziz to continue. Nice line and length, giving no room whatsoever to the batsman.
And Southern hitters, they came strong against the Northern strikers that day, especially Said Aziz bowled really well.
Yeah, as you said, they just need one game to boost the confidence, and that is the game. Actually, they look totally different team, as well as they're executing the plans which are materializing that, and that made a difference today as well. And that is what made Aziz as well as a different bowler, and making use of the ball where is it nice and shine, new ball, and also not giving, more importantly, is not giving too much of room outside the off stump for the batsmen to free their arms. He's bowling wicket to wicket.
Yeah, Said Aziz had a quite fair tournament, 15 overs, 82 runs, 6 wickets taken.
Oh, slashed again, completely missed it. Is there to hit, but deceived by the pace of Aziz. End of 3 overs, 12 for none.
Yeah, only 1 run coming in that over. And Said Aziz, I was talking about Said Aziz. So his average was 13.67 before this game, and economy rate of 5.47.
That's a good economy rate in T20s.
And see, today even end of 2 overs, 7 runs. And one of the main reasons that even the Northern strikers fall was putting so many dot deliveries and not giving those free runs, freebies.
Oh, slash down to the fine leg just for a single. Looks like quite mistimed it. He's eyeing the deep square leg region. Ball went flying towards
Fine
leg.
Sampath Perera, the fielder.
There's a change in field, and from deep fine leg or into the fine leg.
Short of fine leg and a long off is deployed to Devendran and
Quick running between the wickets again.
did a
Good,
hit.
good running and appealing for a run out.
The fielder was Harinder, looks like. Good athlete. Devendra Mohan.
Oh, that is a good shot. Just man brought into the deep into the fine leg, and it ball goes over him for 4.
Well timed by Shankar Satish. It was bouncing and coming towards his chest height and well pulled it off over the short fine leg fielder.
There's some good pull shots we have seen so far in this tournament. One of them was the previous one. Another bouncer. Nicely played.
Devendra Mohan, 24 years old, played for the Malaysian side in 2018 ICC World Cricket League Division 4. And he played for the opening match of the tournament against Uganda. And he was in the squad of Malaysia in 2018 Asia Cup qualifier as well.
And that shot brought the man. Again, he played the same shot this time.
One bounce to the Sampath Perra, taking a single. Shankar Satish moves to 11 runs of 13 deliveries.
They're executing a good plan here for Shankar Satish. They're bowling short of a length, and exactly the man where they placed, it went straight to him in one bounce. Just before that, it's a good change of a field. Another shot of a length. Oh.
It was so lucky. Ball didn't travel. It was falling right in front of the batsman. Probably he played with bottom man out. So it lucky it didn't travel to the bowler's hand.
And also he might have played in two minds whether he is to pull it or to defend it.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Aziz continuing his third over of the game. Almost in the previous game as well, he finished off his score of. He continuously bowled 3 consecutive overs, and it just kept one for him at the later stage of the innings. Nicely played, but this time straight to the man at point.
No, I have seen him in couple of games. He tend to complete his 4 overs within 10 overs. So I had a word with him. Then what he had told me was he has 2 good fast bowlers from Sri Lanka. So he used them in the death overs.
Slashed and is racing towards the boundary for the point for 4.
Yet another boundary to Western Warriors. So what I have discussed with him, so he was saying since he has some first class players from Sri Lanka, he uses them in the death overs, and he prefer to swing the ball, so he uses that swing bowling performance in first few overs, and use the all ball with these Sri Lankan experienced bowlers. So then I realized how good Virandeep Singh using the experience, the same way he Said is using his side experience for his side performance as well.
Yeah,
Looking at 2 fast bowlers.
I may completely agree with you and him as well. As when you have experienced bowler for the death overs, so you can finish it off as fast as you can. Oh, another slow delivery, a slow bouncer, wide down the leg side.
For Northern Strikers, Virandeep Singh, he uses the Anwar central smashes He uses this Anwar Ardeen and himself in the top of the order, and his experience in the batting and the bowling. Sri Lankan fast bowlers in the opening overs. Dilshan.
Nicely bowled. Short of a length again, giving no room whatsoever. Just one ball went for a boundary. Was the just margin of error is
Yeah, his line and length so good. So, but if you miss a little bit, a centimeter, it's a punishing line. So he has less margin of error.
and also we are into the power play, so we don't have too much protection over the boundary ropes.
Correct.
Nicely bowled again, and just another single.
And we looking at the Western Warriors, they are playing a little bit sensibly and not taking many risks. Probably you can say calculated risk.
Yep.
Probably looking to go a long way.
And this might be a change in their way of batting this time.
Yeah, probably now they don't have the pressure of you must win kind of. Anyway, you are through to the third and fourth place.
Yep.
And just change a little bit.
Slow delivery.
Change your strategy a little
Yep.
bit and see how it works before the third and fourth match, which is to be played on Thursday.
Wide delivery by Aziz. Has tried slow, just outside the off stump. He's trying to ask the batsmen to dance down the track. And another single taken, guided to the third man for a single. And that is the end of 5 overs. It's 29 runs on the board. No loss.
No loss, 29 runs. Western Warriors. Shankar Satish 17 of 17 and Nur Hamizan 9 of 13. Shankar Satish, one of the great youngsters we have seen in this series, performing shoulder to shoulder with experienced players. Similarly, few youngsters, bright future for them.
Yep, and it's a good experience for them as well as this tournament. And there is a change of a bowling from far end.
Pawandeep Singh.
Would have been good to see Pawandeep bowling to Virandeep.
Yes, definitely. Two brothers fighting each other.
And the discussion goes on till the end.
Yes.
And the whole night there will be a discussion, either got a wicket or a 6.
And probably they will have a banter at home as well before the game starts.
Yeah.
We love those banters happening.
We miss them though.
Yeah.
Oh, good delivery. Very good delivery. Just missed the outside edge. You can see the expression from the keeper.
Two great assets for Malaysian cricket. Pawandeep with his spin bowling, and Virandeep, especially with his batting.
Nicely bowled. Oh, this is going towards the deep cover. Yes, 2 easy runs.
So usually we tell these kind of these scenarios in back home. Like normally elder brother loves to bat, and a younger brother loves to bowl. So they eventually become a good batsman and a good bowler.
Yeah.
But it happens the other way around. The elder brother becoming a good bowler and a younger brother has become a very good batsman.
Yeah. Straight to the man! Gone!
Wicket taken!
Straight to the bowler!
Virandeep Singh. Sorry, Pawandeep Singh.
Even we confused. It takes time usually, don't worry
Yes.
about that.
31 for 1. Nur Hamizan departs after a scoring of 11 runs of 16 deliveries, and Pawandeep Singh gracefully taken that catch. Thank you very much, Sid, to the batsman.
It looks like a change of a pace from a bowler. And tried to pull that, but just managed to giving a catching practice.
This is one of the greatest batsmen in Malaysia. Faiz Noor walking to the middle. Unfortunately, we haven't seen his kind of innings yet.
Yep.
Yet to see. We have seen his performing so well again for Malaysia.
Hopefully, he will reach the number which I asked him for in the last encounter which I met him.
Yes.
Hope he remembers that.
You would have gone there and remind him today.
Which unfortunately I have not done that. I should have reminded him.
We are still waiting.
Yep. Still there. Maybe I sit in the audience next time, put as I am waiting. Here it comes. The captain himself, Faiz Noor of Western Warriors, into the centre. The loss of the wicket.
I have enjoyed so many times his batting, and probably today is the day.
As he might not have that much of pressure as well, so it's good for him to get into the good practice before the third place encounter.
Yes. Faiz Noor.
And also talking about the lineup, another person as well, Nazrul Rahman. And these are the guys maybe stepping up today.
Yep.
And a good ball, slower in pace.
I can remind me of one of the games I played against him. So that day he had a fever. So he had fever, and
nicely played. Sensible.
Everyone expected he will not play, but he came and he threw himself in the fielding, and he was knocking here and there and running like he's the most fittest guy in the field. I was so surprised, and a player who is having sick and playing like that, I was like, oh, if I'm sick, I'll be on the bed. Whereas he's performing like a legend.
And that's the love of a cricket does.
End of 6 overs, 31 for 1. Only 2 runs coming in that over. Taken a wicket.
Change of bowling from Combox end as well.
Sampat Pereira.
As the end of power play, 6 overs gone, 31 runs for 1 wicket. Good first up delivery. No run.
Shankar Satish. One of the youngsters in this series. It's good initiative by MCA to give these kind of youngsters an opportunity like Shankar Satish, Vijay Unni, performing this level of cricket, which they will Saifullah Malik, one of the others. So those guys will having another 2-3 years down the line with the experience playing with these kind of players, especially like Virandeep, Pawandeep, Faiz Noor, Shafiq Sharif, and along with 8 Sri Lankan first class players will develop their cricket skills, and not on the field, even the out of the field as well. How they're preparing for the games, how they plan the games.
And it's not only the skills of your batting or bowling or fielding, it's also mental
Yes.
preparations of your mindset before the game,
And soft skills as well.
and also more importantly the code of conduct on the
Yeah.
field.
Which you cannot learn from in the nets.
And
But
nobody teaches you that. You just have to come by an experience, and the experience is by mixing around with these kind of experienced players or very good delivery, asking the batsman to drive forward.
team and the teamwork. Sometimes you'll be playing in the playing 11 or you might be a reserve. You don't care which position you play. You taking water to your players into the field, and those kind of culture, the teamwork.
There's
It's
more.
yeah, it's not the 11. Yes, mostly they say it's 11 players work, but it's more than 11. Especially your reserve, they also are taking a part a little bit of those wins and
A bouncer. He just stopped for a second before he bowled that ball. I'm not sure whether you would like to see whether the batsman is moving forward or backward, but it's a very good directed bouncer. I would like to observe this ball. His action is such, or he just stopped for a second there just before this ball.
Sampath Perra.
Ah, nicely bowled, nicely played, just straight down the ground. Two fielders are coming towards that. Just managed to get 2 runs.
I will love to see these kind of tournaments where you get a lot of first class players from other countries coming, especially like Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. If you can get some Australian or England, those kind of players coming and playing along with your uh, top players, it gives you a test to your side as well,
Yep.
and giving you a very valuable uh, lesson to the most of the players, and growing to go up to that level of qualifying to the World Cups. It will be difficult to you to play against these top class teams regularly.
Yep.
Especially, yes, you might get one or two tours, but quite regularly might not happen. So this kind of exchange programs will help that whatever the gaps.
And there's a change of ends for Aziz coming from far end. Nicely played just down the ground towards the long on for a single.
I will be waiting for a special interview as well today to talk about these initiatives and
All right.
these initiatives and the exchange programs and all. So
Syed Aziz is bowling his final over of his spell of the quarter of 4. He is bowling his 4th over. Just given 19 runs. 7.2 overs, 36 for 1. Another good delivery. What a ball. And he's appealing for a catch. Yes, he's gone. Batsman is walking.
Shankar Satish departs after scoring a 19 of 21.
And now we know why he changed his ends. You have seen something there from the far end.
Yeah, he has been very accurate most of the time, and yet again he is going to complete his 4 overs in within the top 8 overs. And new batsman walking in for Western Warriors, Nimanta Madhushankar. Joining Faiz Noor. Yeah, so we will be having a special interview today, talking about the future of Malaysian cricket as well. And yes, and especially during this period. Usually it's supposed to be this period. It will be like a off month mostly. We saw almost past decade or so. During the Ramadan period is not much cricket happening because most of the Muslims are going for fasting, and it's one of the great initiatives to have a night games after the breaking fast. You have a 1 hour gap and then come and play cricket and keep players within their fitness and within the game, having to know that couple of months later they will be having qualifiers and all.
Yep, it's a good experience for the players as well.
And good platform as well.
Rather than just being ideal, even it's Ramadan, and it's good that they're starting the games quite a bit late as 8:30
Yes.
p.m. So that they have players had a chance to warm them up by some
And
for the
people,
games.
yeah, people like us who's working can come down from KL. They have enough time to come down.
That is a good point.
And
Usually,
watch.
basically, rather than the players, yes. As a misfield, there's no damage done. Just gone for a single.
And we're into the 8th over. Ahmed Faiz and Nimanta continues. End of 8 overs, 39 for 2.
This is pretty good bowling by. It's a good bowling by
Said Aziz.
Saeed Aziz and as well as the bowlers of Southern Hitters, and they're 8 overs gone without noticing.
Yeah,
basically, and it's quite quick. They ran into 8 overs and the run rate is just 4.88.
I think they're trying to be within their time limits, and that's a good thing. That's need to be marked as well. Not only batting and bowling.
Yep.
You need to complete the game within the time.
Slashed and slashed hard, but just for a single down to the deep third man.
This level of cricket, you need those kind of things ticked, those boxes to be ticked.
Yep, as with the umpires keeping note on the time as well.
Yeah. So that will help when you play in the national side. If you don't practice right now, it will be difficult to go into the national level and get into that time frame.
Yep.
And if you're in a ACC or
another good delivery appealing for a
that
catch.
given, and Ahmed Faiz walks back, scoring 4 runs in 10 deliveries. I don't think Ahmed Faiz had a good series so far. Unfortunately, we're seeing him walking back. And new batsman walks in, Kushan Virakori. .40 for 3 in the 9th over. We're in Kimran Oval, home of cricket in Malaysia. Playing the game number 12 of inaugural Ramadan Peace Cup 2019.
Another good delivery by Sampath Pereira. He started off the shortest deliveries to them, and he managed to get Faisnor out.
And I would like to bring this one point. We were talking about all this cricketing side, especially for the spectator side, giving these live feeds. What do you think about that? Bringing up live feed. It's one of the good initiatives as well.
Yep, it is.
Yes.
It's kind of very good initiative as every sports and most of the countries are going digital transformation. They call them as, and everyone has gadgets nowadays.
And
cricket is in your hands, and the game is in your hands.
And to promote as well within the Malaysia, it has grown for last couple of decades. I have seen that cricket has grown from Malaysia. I mean, I was in Malaysia is 2006, so from that time to this today, it has grown a lot, and we see a lot of others coming, outsiders coming and playing. Especially during the Sea Games, we saw some Chinese people came and supported just because of Malaysia playing, and they didn't know anything about cricket, and they were asking what's that, and whenever the boundary is going and everyone is clapping, they were clapping as well, and they were like, what happened there?
That's a good thing about being here to support the country, and even without knowing what's the game is all about, and you're trying to learn. That's a very good thing in perspective of a crowd, where it brings in more crowd. We expect to have many people turning up to the games, as well as Kinrara Oval is open to public,
Yeah,
and more importantly, in this part of the world, this is free.
and yet another wicket.
Is that a wicket?
Kushan, the batsman, departs, and Sampath all over Western Warriors with the two quick wickets, and Kushan walks back, scoring one of two deliveries, and 42 for 3, 42 for 4. So this is what I was talking about. In between the 5 to 15, they tend to lose a lot of wickets, which will not giving a good partnership and a foundation to the middle and the lower middle orders. So this put a lot of pressure on the side, and it has repeated today as well.
Yep.
The new batsman walks in. Mohammad Salman.
Nivanta Madhushanka is being joined by Mohammad Salman. 4 wickets down in the 8th over of the game, 9th over of the game, and the run rate is 4.75.
Even when I was talking to some people about the Sea Games, they didn't know about cricket, and they were like, "Oh, we have cricket." Then, because this part of the world, the most famous is football.
Yep.
And they know in and out of football and badminton, and even table tennis. So I was telling, yes, and Malaysia won gold, silver, and a bronze from cricket, and two coming from the boys cricket, which is 50 over and T20, and a T20 ladies getting a medal as well. Then they were like surprised, oh, so Malaysia cricket is so good, and most of them they got to know through the Sea Game performance, and they are in that top 20s to top 30s ranking in the world.
Yeah.
Out of 100 odd countries.
And as you asked, but live streaming is how good is the live streaming? For example, I came in here in 2001, and for 10 years I didn't know where to play cricket and where to watch cricket at least. And now the transformation between the 18 years is so much that people has smartphones in their hands, and they could go and watch and search for it, what happened in the last game, and this is all not available, and it's good to see people are actually started to view these games.
Yeah, because we saw few years back there were videos taken not streamed, but they have taken for their analysis purposes only. So, but it will be not open fully open to every player. So probably like they will analysis through the coaches and all, then they will discuss.
A good fielding there by a fielder at deep short third man.
Whereas most of the players playing, they can take they don't have to go to, you can just go to the link and get those videos and see what the mistake I was doing, and
Yep.
and especially taking on those shots and shots played and the deliveries bold, and analyze yourself as well. That will help the players. Same way. The spectators getting the promoted within Malaysia, and people to get to know that Malaysia has a good cricketing team who toured Pakistan, Sri Lanka, so on.
And moreover, the facilities are fantastic here.
Yeah, especially this ground. Most of the international players has come and given a lot of credit, especially like Brian Lara, Aravinder, uh, Sachin, and all these guys who has traveled here, played here. Not to forget Stoinis.
Yeah. Oh, another miss. He just missed quite a number of balls with the outside edge. It's unlucky for the bowler. Pawandeep into the second over.
I can recall back in 2008, 2009 period, they had so many tournaments. England, Sri Lanka under 19 teams traveling to Malaysia and playing, and you can see quite a number of players now in the national side. Even the current Sri Lankan captain being toured to Malaysia back in those days. Even Thisara Perera and Tiriman, so many other players, along with so many England players as well.
As we enter the halfway stage of the game, 43 runs on the board, loss of 4 wickets.
So only 1 run coming in that over as well.
Yep.
So you see, last 5 overs, only 14 runs given and taken 4 wickets. 4 big wickets are gone, just given 14 runs. So that put an immense pressure on the middle order.
And also, this will be the counter factor for the next game. Both the teams are going to meet on Thursday.
Yeah. They will be looking into, because they have a 1 day gap tomorrow. Yeah. And the bowling change from the pavilion end. Nipun Ransika will be coming in.
The captain have rotated the bowlers well and is utilizing every chance or every asset he had on hand. And also, this will be another experiment for the game on Thursday as well. Like he could see in the pressure situations when it happens, which bowler to bring in, and who are the batsmen he need to send it up in the order as well. Another good bouncer, but straight to the man at point, chance of a run out, and made it comfortably.
It will be interesting to see whether Western Warriors will have an answer for third place game, because so far they were struggling at this phase of the cricket games.
As you mentioned, especially after the power play till the 15th over, they just need to figure out that what are the changes required to be done.
Probably they were a little slow in the field.
Nicely bowled, Yorker in length, but just down the ground for a single.
On my personal view, the first 5 overs given 29 runs, slightly slow. So that's put a little bit pressure. End of the power play, and going to the 15th over to put up a good foundation. They're looking at, I need to increase the run rate as well. So trying to increase while keeping wickets in hand, giving a slight issue on the Western Warriors side. Looks like that's where they have lost so many wickets.
And also they bowling the short balls quite well today, and most of the batsmen, apart from Shankar Satish, hit for a 4, and the rest of the balls are actually being threatening to the batsmen. Even to the left-hander, he tried the second time. He's trying to tuck the ball into the throat, just trying to pass through the throat of the batsman. Oh, nicely bowled, nicely played. And trying another Yorker, gone on as a full toss.
At the same time, I have a inner feeling whether they are too much dependent on Faiz Noor and Sampath Perera's players like Nimanta to perform. Is that the case? But never know.
Oh, nicely pulled over deep square leg. It's gone all the way for 6. First 6 of the match.
Yes, nice to see after a somewhat putting over the fence. End of 11 overs, 53 for 4. And Western Warriors playing their final game. 53 for 4, end of 11 overs, winning the toss, batting first, Shankar Satish, 19 of 21, Nimanta, 13 of 9, Nur Hamizan, 11 of 16, Sampak Pera, 6 for 2 in 2 overs, Pawandeep Singh, 3 for 1 in 2 overs, and Said Aziz completed his 4 overs, 22 for 1. Yeah, 10 runs coming in the final over. Good over for Western Warriors. Pawandeep Singh continues.
Oh, very good fielding by the short fine leg.
"54 for 4. Into the 12th over, Pawandeep Singh continues from the far end. Bowled brilliantly so far. Bowling his 3rd over. Only given 4 runs.
Importantly, just gave 4 runs.
One of the amazing bowlers. I'm still clueless how he took.
Oh, that's gone over the mid wicket. Yes, it has cleared the fence for a 6. Yes, Yusri, we are just talking about what you are about to say. Yes. And that has dispatched.
Yeah, commentators curse. So yeah, I was still confused because the day that Uganda Myanmar match, I was busy with work, so I was not able to watch. And he has taken 5 wickets for 1 run. I was like, okay. It was I was expecting the other way around, 5 runs for 1 wicket. It was like, oh, 1 run for 5 wickets.
Lucky we are not watching from Australian TV. Nicely come back. Good comeback. And the last ball he pitched into the short of a length is that to hit.
Is there any bowler has beaten that record?
In Malaysia? May not be. I'm bad in the records, but still I don't think so. Nicely played.
I think it went on ICC website as well.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And Shafiq Sharif having some light time and Said Aziz as well. Good to see they're enjoying as well.
Yep.
Not only the competition between the two sides, having some light moments, enjoying. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, it's about.
Enjoy.
I was about to say that it's all about how good you enjoy. Oh, that missed, not by much.
And another wins. End of 12 overs, 61 for 4. And Pawandeep Singh, end of 3 overs, 11 for 1.
There's a change of Comox. Selamat datang, Mr. Zul.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, Sri Siva.
How's your day so far?
Good day. Okay, so today match is between Western Warriors and Southern Heaters, looking looking tough for Western Warriors. We may witness the first match with score below 100. Today, looking at the run rate.
Oh, another wild swing. Completely missed it, but doesn't miss the stump by much.
61 untuk 4 jatuhan wiket di over yang ke-12, di over yang ke-13. 5 purata larian setakat ini. Jika mengikut purata larian, jumlah yang mungkin jika kekal pada kedudukan ini, mungkin cuma lebih kurang 100 larian mampu dikumpul oleh Western Warriors.
Oh, another good ball and just down to the Long on for single. And their bowlers are bowling quite well, and with the good pace and line and length has been maintained properly without have been given so much of a room outside the off stump. And more importantly, they have taken 4 quick wickets between the over, as we speak, yesterday as well.
Yep.
Between the over 6 and 15, the teams are getting struggling. A part of those good players. Oh, another good delivery, Yorker in length.
Just miss.
Yeah, and that from 6 to 15 over, or a part of whoever has been scoring quite good in the first, the top 2 teams.
Yeah.
But the rest of the players and the teams are slightly struggling, especially when spinners onto the attack.
Yes.
But today's game, there's I've seen only one spinner at this so far, and the quick bowlers are bowling in tandem. As we might be expecting around 100.
Around 100, yes. That's the way I'm looking also.
But the amount of batsmen are left for Western Warriors are another 2 or 3 recognized batsmen are left off with, and one of them is Nasrul to come in.
Yeah.
Unless he put up an extraordinary performance that might lead them up to 130, 140 runs. As the previous matches as well, more than 140 runs we have not seen yet, not even more than 145 runs.
Miss the bowler. Good shot by Nimanta Madushanka. Yes, like you said, we may witness a very low score today. In fact, maybe the lowest. I'm not sure whether the team taking the steam off, because this is the last match of the round robin and all teams have secured their place. Central Smashers.
Appealing for an LBW. No, says the umpire.
LBW tidak diberikan. Central Smashers and Northern Strikers, they have locked their place in the final. And these 2 teams, Western Warriors and Southern Heaters, are going to be playing in the 3rd and 4th playoff. I'm not sure what's the plan, what's the strategy for both teams, but I do believe that since this game is the dead rubber, they should try something, to see whether it works, but not taking releasing the pedals and scoring a low score. But this is the match that they need to be creative and try something new and effective.
Yep.
End of 13 over, di 13 over telah pun dilengkapkan 68 untuk 4 larian saja dari Western Warriors.
End of 13 overs, 68 runs for 4.
Muhammad Salman and Nimanta Madushanka.
Another good ball straight to the man at short mid wicket. Just a single. The singles doesn't hurt Southern Hitters at all. And their pace bowlers have done a good job today. We've seen 3 of them, I believe. 4 of them today, and 1 spinner.
Change of tactic maybe, but it looks really effective for Southern Heaters so far. 69 for 4. Muhammad Salman, number 13 for Western Warriors.
Change of a field, man brought in from deep fine leg to short fine leg. Man at 45. Another swing and a miss.
Another dot ball. Satu lagi dot ball untuk Southern Heaters. 5.18 purata per over sekarang ini. But we never know. Maybe later there's going to be 1 or 2 big overs that make the difference in this inning.
Missed it.
There you go.
Inside edge, racing
For
towards the
4.
boundary for 4.
4 lagi larian hasil dari balingan Devendran Morgan
Trying
kepada Muhammad Salman.
tried to guide the ball towards deep point, but he missed it completely inside edge down to the fine leg for 4 runs. Nicely guided to the point. Kali, I would say.
Bola tolakan Muhammad Salman dari ke kawasan gali, tidak membuahkan apa-apa larian. Berada di situ adalah pemain berjersey nombor 15 Nipun Ransika menyelamatkan keadaan bagi Southern Hitters.
Another swing and wild swing. Gone to deep square leg for a single.
6 larian setakat ini dikumpulkan dari over yang ke-14. Meningkat sedikit purata larian bagi Western Warriors, namun masih jauh untuk kita menyaksikan sebarang perubahan pada jumlah larian sasaran bagi Western Warriors.
And slash just straight to the man, straight to the bowler. Mistimed it.
Bulan yang tidak tepat daripada Nimanda Madushanka, tiada lagi larian.
The end of 14 overs, 74 for 4. Western Warriors.
Over yang ke-14 membuahkan 6 larian untuk 74 dengan jatuhan 4 wiket bagi Western Warriors.
Just 6 runs coming of the last over. 6 more overs to go.
6 lagi baki over yang akan berlangsung bagi inning yang pertama bagi Western Warriors. Sekarang ini Pavandip akan membaling.
Change of ends for Pavandip coming from a combox end for this final over of the spell. Just given 7.
Pavandip akan membaling kepada Muhammad Salman.
Good bowling, just bowling it just outside the off stump and not giving room or a chance to free the arms. 3.3 overs he bowled before this, just given 11 runs. He's coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Identical ball, identical result.
Balingan yang sama membuahkan hasil yang sama. Pavandip membaling around the wicket untuk pemukul bagi pasukan Western Warriors ini Muhammad Salman, dan the line of bowling is away from stump and still Muhammad Salman struggle to connect with the ball. Third ball, still 3-dot ball from this inning.
It's a good bowling by Pavandip, not giving room whatsoever to the batsman and making the batsman dance down the track. As 3-dot balls, this might be a chance for the batsman to dance down. Yes, he has! But just for a single.
Satu saja larian untuk Muhammad Salman dan Western Warriors.
And my prediction rate is gone up to 100%.
10 larian dari Muhammad Salman, 10 untuk dari 20 balingan. Sekarang ini Nimanda Madushanka.
There's a slight adjustment in the field. Third man inside the circle. And slash, just another single down to... Oh, is it gone for 4? Yes, it does.
4 larian dari Nipun Madushanka. Sedikit terlambat pemadang untuk menampan bola itu sebelum terkeluar.
For a moment it looks like he stopped it, but missed it, gone for 4. That's what the dot balls, 3 dot balls and then 1, 4. 5 runs coming so far. And the missed, slashed and missed again. That's the end of a good spell from Pavandip. 4 overs, 16 runs for a wicket.
Purata 4 larian per over bagi Pavandip Singh.
End of 15 overs, 79 for 4.
79 larian terkumpul bagi Western Warriors setakat ini. Masih lagi kita menganggarkan sasaran larian yang mampu dikumpulkan adalah sekitar 100 larian. Mungkin lebih sedikit, namun begitu jika ada sebarang jatuhan wiket pada baki 5 over ini sudah tentu jumlah larian yang mampu dikumpulkan oleh Western Warriors akan sedikit berkurangan. Namun semuanya masih belum pasti. Innings yang pertama perlawanan Western Warriors menentang Southern Hitters masih lagi berlangsung.
Bowled him! Rocked onto the middle stump.
Just like I said.
Your percentage has gone up as well, Zul.
Yes.
We are keeping track of your percentage as well.
And yesterday I predicted less than 10 runs win for Central Smashers, and I think they won by 7 runs, if I'm not mistaken.
What are you having for dinner for predictions, man?
Yes, some dates kurma.
There you go. There you
Make
go.
me smarter for the last 2 days.
There you go. Yes, the secret of Zul's predictions is kurma curry.
And now Asbi. Yesterday 7 run, and let's see. Just after I said about, I was talking about the wicket falling for Western Warriors. Now, 1 wicket down. Muhammad Salman out. Nimanta still at the center crease, at the center wicket, with 30 runs of 21 delivery. Let's see what Asbi can do. Asbi coming in to support Nimanta Madushankar, a more senior batsman at the center wicket for now.
That is the first wicket for Devendran. He is also into the final over of his spell. It's a 37 runs partnership for the 5th wicket. Thanks to our statsman. As you don't see him on the screen, but he's doing his job behind the scenes. A quick single taken comfortably.
Asbi terus mencetak 1 larian. Amat penting bagi Asbi sebenarnya untuk memberikan Nimanta Madushankar untuk memukul lebih banyak, kerana Nimanta sudah pun berada di tengah untuk tempoh waktu yang lama dan sudah pun mengumpul 30 larian. Dia lebih settle di tengah padang, jadi lebih baik mencuri 1 larian dan berikan pukulan kepada Nimanta Madushankar.
Good bouncer. Is it going up straight into the night skies? Fielder coming underneath it. No chance. Just stop just before the boundary ropes. The batsman completed 3 runs. Make a pardon, 2 runs.
2 larian dari Nimanta Madushankar, pukulan yang cukup tinggi, melambung, namun begitu tidak berjaya keluar daripada boundary dan berjaya ditampan masuk oleh pemadang bagi pasukan Southern Hitters.
Slashed and slashed hard. Is racing towards the boundary. Or deep point. Yes, it has gone. 4 runs.
4 lagi larian bagi Nimanta Madushankar. 5 larian dikumpulkan dari 2 balingan. 7 setakat ini dalam over ini bagi Devendran Morgan.
Nice. The slash again. Is it going to be 4? Yes, it has. Consecutive boundaries.
1 lagi 4.
Has bowled the same line and length and the same result. 4 runs.
4 lagi larian dari Nimanta Madushankar.
11 runs so far in this over. 1 more delivery to go. Last ball of his spell. Yorker in leg, and this one dispatched over the cover for a 6.
6 larian bagi Nimanda Madushanka. 17 dilepaskan dalam over ini oleh Devendra Morgan. 1 wiket berjaya diambil. Tindakan yang bijak dari Nimanda Madushanka yang memang dapat mengagak bola Yorker akan dibaling oleh Devendra Morgan, dan Nimanda bergerak sedikit ke hadapan untuk menjadikan bola tadi half volley dan berjaya mendapatkan 6 larian dari balingan terakhir Devendra Morgan.
And moved on to 46 of 25 balls.
Ini dalam permainan kriket, 1 over mampu mengubah keadaan. 17 larian yang dikumpulkan oleh Nimanda Madushanka tadi membatalkan semua prediction kami. Sekarang ini 96 larian telah dikumpul oleh Western Warriors.
I got it, Zul. I got it. I like the way you said I cancelled the prediction to be translated directly.
16 over telah pun berakhir. 96 untuk 5. Sekarang ini sasaran lebih kurang 120 bagi Western Warriors. Andai kata kedua-dua pemukul ini dan juga bola lebih banyak dapat dihadap oleh Nimanda Madushanka, mungkin kita akan dapat menyaksikan 120.
That is a Zul predictor for you. Nicely bowled.
Asbi.
Slower in delivery. Just gone for a single down to the long on.
Pembaling bagi pemadam bagi pasukan Southern Hitters bermain dengan agak selamat, tidak mencuba untuk menangkap bola pukulan Asbi tadi yang cuma jatuh lebih kurang 10 ela dari beliau untuk mengelakkan sebarang misfielding dan melepaskan 4 larian. Jadi 1 saja larian dari pukulan Asbi tadi. Sekarang Nimanda Madushanka.
Sampath Perera to Nimanda Madushanka. Sensibly played, good delivery. Down to the deep square leg. Oh, completely missed it by the keeper. Maybe you wouldn't be able to see that.
Overthrow dari pemadam. Namun begitu, Asbi dan Nimanda Madushanka tidak mengambil risiko untuk mendapatkan 1 lagi larian tambahan. Sampath Perera sekarang ini membaling bagi pasukan Southern Hitters. Semalam saya sempat berbual dengan Syafiq Sharif berkenaan dengan jumlah larian yang mampu dikejar ketika bermain menentang pasukan Western Warriors. Even Syafiq, I don't know whether he tried to be humble or it is a fact that for Syafiq playing against Western Warriors, they need to be careful. Even though they put up a low score, but with experienced keeper Faiz Noor on their side, they might be able, still to steal a win with a low total.
Elbow right on the Yorker length.
Sekarang ini Asbi dan Nimanda Madushanka cuba untuk seboleh mungkin mendapatkan seberapa banyak larian bagi pasukan Western Warriors.
Two more deliveries to go in this overs. Number 17.
101, 5 jatuhan wiket. Purata larian sudah meningkat kepada 6 selepas over daripada Devendra Morgan sebentar tadi yang membuahkan 17 larian bagi Western Warriors. Sekarang ini Sampath Perera kepada Nimanda Madushanka.
Onto the pads and guiding towards the deep square leg. Settle for a single. And that brings him Nimanda Madushanka's 50.
50 larian bagi Nimanda Madushanka daripada 28 balingan.
Scored 50 of 28 balls.
Not bad statistic. Almost 200% strike rate from Nimanda Madushanka. That makes a difference for Western Warriors inning today. Last ball. Bola balingan terakhir dari Sampath Perera di over yang ke-17 pada Asbi.
Oh, Yorker in length. This time gone down to square leg and batsman running for a second. No, settle for a single.
Asbi cuba kembali untuk mengambil 2 larian bagi memberikan pukulan seterusnya kepada Nimanda Madushanka, namun begitu Nimanda tidak berminat untuk berlari lagi. 50 larian bagi Nimanda Madushanka setakat 17 over ini. Sedikit rangkuman perlawanan bagi Western Warriors. Nimanda Madushanka masih kekal di tengah gelanggang, 50 larian, 28 balingan. Satish Shankar 19 larian, 21. Nurhamizan Hamidun 11 larian, 16 dari 16 balingan. Sampak Pereira mengambil 2 wiket, Pavandip 1 dan Said Aziz 1 wiket bagi pasukan Southern Hitters.
Sampat Pereira left with one more over of his spell. And this time still going with Devendra from the far end. Yorker Lang, well bowled, just a single.
Asbi bekerja keras memberi sokongan kepada Nimanda Madushanka. Cuba untuk memastikan setiap bola balingannya dia dapat memulangkan Nimanda Madushanka ke batting crease untuk menghadap balingan pemukul. Kerana Nimanda adalah pemukul yang lebih senior di tengah gelanggang sekarang ini.
I beg your pardon, that is Nipun Ransika. Devendra Mohan have finished his 4 overs of the quota. Nipun Ransika is into his 3rd over of the game.
Nipun Ransika sekarang ini membaling bagi pasukan Southern Hitters. Jadi wiket 18 larian telah dilepaskan. Bola balingan pertama tadi no ball.
Slashed and no runs. Completely missed it.
Free hit, tidak berjaya melakukan sebarang larian. Dot ball.
That's quicker in pace as well. Bowling some steaming in pace here. As we see the top 3 run getters slashed and straight to the man at deep point for a single. As the top 3 run getters, Virandeep and Anwar on 1st and 2nd. The 3rd one jumped, Nimanta Madhuanta jumped into number 3. Played 6 matches, 177 runs, 2 not outs. The average of 44.25 and a strike rate of 125.53. Highest score of 63 runs.
Based on statistics, Anwar Arudin hit the most sixes in this tournament so far with 14 sixes.
The gigantic opener.
For Anwar Arudin, he has revived his career. A good outing in this tournament, Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series 2019. Now sub Nimanda Madushanka hitting big for 6.
It's gone miles up into the skies for a 6.
That's 6 runs for Nimanda Madushanka. He is carrying the innings for Western Warriors on his shoulder now. 113. We are now at 18 overs. Two more deliveries remaining. And things are looking good now.
Slashed again, but this time down to the man at long on for a single.
Nimanta. Saya rasa pasukan Western Warriors cuba mensasarkan 140. Mungkin mereka dengar prediction kita 100, 120. Nimanta cuba melakukan sedaya upayanya untuk mendapatkan 140 larian ataupun lebih. Namun sekarang ini Asbi akan menghadap balingan.
Guns down the track and slashed to the 3rd man for a single. Or running for a 2. Yes, he had taken comfortably.
Cuma 2 larian bagi Asbi. 2 larian yang cukup bernilai.
As the end of over number 18 is 114 for 5.
116 untuk 5 jatuhan wiket setakat ini. 11, 12, 13 larian dilepaskan oleh Nipun Ransika. Sebentar tadi 17 larian dilepaskan dalam over balingan Devendra Morgan. Ahmad Asbi 8 larian daripada 7 balingan. Beliau cuma perlu menyokong Nimanta Madushankar yang berada di tengah pemukul yang lebih senior untuk memberikan strike yang lebih.
Sampath Pereira into his final over, and is the top wicket taker in the tournament so far. Yorker Lang nicely played down to the ground for very good fielding by man at long on, just down to the 1 run.
Cuma satu larian untuk Nimanta Madushankar. Pukulan yang baik. Pemadang lebih cergas di Vandren Morgan kalau tak silap saya.
The top 2 bowlers are onto the same number of wickets, just a difference in the average and also the economy. Sampath Pereira played 6 matches, 6 innings, 19.5 overs. Before this, 123 runs and 11 wickets. Up in the skies, third man underneath it, falls short of him. Just 1 run. 123 runs he have taken 11 wickets with 11.18 is the average and a 6.20 economy rate. Strike rate of 10.8.
Miss hit tadi dari Azmi. Namun berhasil untuk mendapat satu larian sekarang ini Nimanta Madushankar.
Oh, Yorker Lang, good ball. He's bowling quite well into the final death overs. As had a conversation with Yusri before the first 5 overs, as Aziz said, he would like to use the experienced bowlers in the death overs.
Yep.
As they're showing their experience in bowling, most of those deliveries has gone on to the pads or the legs and the good Yorker lengths.
Sampath Pereira, pembaling yang
Another
cukup
Yorker.
baik, mampu menghalakan ataupun accuracy yang tinggi dalam balingan. Kita lihat dalam over ini sudah 4 balingan Yorker yang menuju ke ibu jari kaki pemukul. Namun begitu, kredit harus diberikan kepada Nimanta Madushankar dan Ahmad Azmi. Setiap balingan dibalas dengan satu larian setakat ini.
And more importantly, the 4 balls have just gone for singles, as no damage is being done in terms of boundaries and sixes. Another Yorker pulled it.
Untuk satu larian.
It's gone for 4. That is played with more perfection. Yorker in length onto the legs and picked the length perfectly and timed it to cow corner for 4.
Di mana Madushankar membuat pukulan hook tadi ke cow corner untuk 4 lagi larian. 124, 5 jatuhan wiket setakat ini. Balingan yang terakhir di over yang ke-19 dari Sampath Pereira.
Last ball of the over, number 19. Right into the air.
Oh,
It's gone for 6.
6 lagi larian untuk Nimanta Madushankar.
As take to 50 runs partnership between Nimanta Madushankar and Ahmad Azmi.
Wow, that's just within 5 overs, 4 overs.
And the run rate has gone up to 6.84. What a gem of an innings he's playing here. 36 balls, he faced 70 runs. And changing the commentary box. Yusri into the action. Welcome back, Yusri.
Thank you, Zul. Taking us through Malay commentary as well.
What an innings we have been witnessing today.
Amazing innings.
As Zul and myself were talking just before, 8 overs before, we were talking about how hard it is to reach to 100 runs of a mark. And now we can see 130 runs on the board. Nimanta Madushankar is playing a different innings here.
Yeah, end of 10 overs, it was 43 for 4. And we were talking about this partnership building.
Yeah.
And yes, for 5th wicket, we saw about 37 runs partnership. And then amazing 50 plus runs, 51 runs partnership coming in. And the end, it was A great support by Aspi as well. And Nimantha taking all the honors and dispatching everywhere.
Played quite beautiful shots, and those balls are actually in the Yorker lengths, and he picked them up quite early and dispatched them to cow corners. One of them gone up to the covers. It's great innings to watch. Oh, good delivery.
And surely Aspi,
Trying second run, fumbling the tape. Managed to get the second run easily, and more importantly, Nimantha on strike.
yeah, and not to forget the support given by Aspi
Yep.
on the other end. Even he was ready for the quick doubles whenever, like, it's usually normally it's a one run.
Yep.
And Aspi always there to run the second run. So supporting Nimantha, and not only Nimantha's aerial shots, even along the grounds, loves to take those runs, and then support given by Aspi, not giving too many dot deliveries, putting the pressure other end batsman on the pressure, keeping the ball rotating, keep the scoreboard rotating, and that allowed a good fearless 50 partnership between both the batsmen. I mean, Nimantha was
Oh,
flawless.
no ball called by the umpire. Oh, wow. Intelligent. That is an intelligent running.
And Aspi responded very well. It was usually no batsman will run, and he would have asked, no, you go, and still Aspi understood he was running towards the danger end, because Sampath was almost crossed.
I like the intent of Nimantha today, and he's showing he wanted to get the strike back in the last 3 overs.
Yes. Official board sponsor for this tournament is SG, and My Events individual awards cash prizes given. This straight down. Oh, there is a free hit straight to the field, and this time.
It's a run out.
This time Aspi was run out. And then Nimantha wanted to be in the strike the last few deliveries. Aspi was expecting he will be running as usual. And,
And this time he said no.
This time no. For a change. And I think he forgot this is the last over. So Nimantha will be taking most of the strike, and he will be looking to clear the fence, all the deliveries possible. And unfortunately, Aspi departs after scoring 11 runs after 11 deliveries.
And that brings Nazrul Rahman to the centre. 2 more deliveries left in his innings. 136 runs on the board. At one stage, 100 runs looks very difficult to score. 136 runs. This is a good score actually to defend with, especially the way pitch has been behaving for the last couple of days.
And 57 runs partnership ends, and last few overs been a bit
Slashed or just missed. Oh, that hit the bowler and taken a different trajectory. That hurts.
69 runs came in last 7 overs, losing 2 wickets. And into the final delivery of the 20th over. The final delivery of the Western Warriors innings. And both the Western Warriors will take on with both the hands open these runs. At a stage they were looking at very
Slash, and that's racing towards the boundary over the point for 4. And that brings to 142 runs.
for loss of 6 wickets. Yes, at a time they were like, looks like very hard to get into the 100 runs mark. They were 48 for 4 and too many wickets losing. And that 2 partnerships put them into this 140.
Yep.
So that's what we are talking about. The partnerships was not going through that well in that phases in between the 5th to 10 and
Yeah.
they managed to come back well with the Nimanta and Salman's partnership, and then Asbi gave a superb support. And Western Warriors completes their 20 overs after winning the toss, batting first for loss of 6 wickets for 142. End of 20 overs now. Nur Hamizan 11 of 16, Shankar Satish 19 of 21, Ahmed Faiz 4 of 10, Nimanta Madhuanta, the batsman who put them to the commanding position, 79 of 41 deliveries, unbeaten batting by him, with Kushan Virakodi, who has got off for 1 run of 2, Mohammad Salman 10 of 21, and Ahmed Asbi 11 of 11. Nazir Rahman was the last batsman who joined Nimanta, but unable to face any single delivery.
Yeah.
And Southern hitters, Said Aziz 4 overs 22 for 1, Devendra Mohan 4 overs 34 for 1, Pawandeep Singh 4 overs 16 for 1, Sampath Para 4 overs 27 for 2, and Nipun Ransika 4 overs 40 runs. He was taken to runs in the final 2 overs. Probably about 25 runs was coming in that final 2 overs. Points table at this stage: Center Smashers 11 points, Northern Strikers 7 points, Southern Eaters with 4 points, and Western Warriors will be looking into a victory before going into the 4th place game. Sponsors: official bowl sponsor for the MCA Ramadan Super Series T20 tournament is SG. And individual awards cash prizes: best batsman, best bowler, and man of the series by My Events International. And sponsor for the player of the match cash prize given by the Shakti Travels and Tours. And individual awards cricket equipments sponsored by KS Sports.
And we will take a break and we will be back.
Yeah, probably we will be back in about 5 minutes time. And until then,
Please stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. The second innings on the way. Western Warriors won the toss and elected to bat first. They scored 142 runs on the board, loss of 6 wickets. Southern Hitters required 143 runs. And with me in the Combox, Mr. Venu. Welcome back.
Thank you, Shiva. Thank you. I think it was a very brilliant innings by Nimantha. 79 of 41 balls. Some really good clean hitting there by Nimantha. Exhibition of batting by him. Brought a respectable total to Western Warriors. 142 for 6. Something for his bowlers to bowl to. So we got a game in hand now.
Yeah, waiting for the umpires to start the proceedings. Let's play is the call from Mr. Kalidas. Bowling from far end. Good delivery, and that is hint of a swing. Wide signal by the umpire. Both the openers for Southern Hitters are Shafiq Sharif and Saeed Aziz. And the man who performed quite brilliantly today with the bat, Nimantha Madhuanta, opening the bowl as well. Started off with the wide, one on the board. Good delivery, and again another wide delivery from Nimantha.
I think his adrenaline is still pumping very fast there after a batting innings. Came on to open the bowling for Western Warriors. Hint of a movement, wide of the off stump.
If there is a hint of a swing for him, it would be good to see him change his line slightly, moving just outside the off stump, and this time onto the middle stump.
Pulled away to mid wicket there by Shafiq Sharif. 2 runs. Easy 2 there to Shafiq. Off the mark. Good opening pair, Shiva. Shafiq Sharif and Saeed Aziz, experienced batsmen. Saeed Aziz captaining the Southern Hitters team. Showing a lot of intent there on the field today. Bowled well, fielded well, captained well. Good to see how he'll carry on his intensity into the batting side as well.
Yep. Oh, pulled and missed. And is it going to be? Yes, it's given.
Caught behind.
First wicket to Nimantha. That is Shafiq Sharif.
Nimantha certainly on fire there, Siva. After his batting display, came out first wicket on the first over. Caught behind Shafiq. Out for 2.
Yeah, as you said, he carrying his the intent which he has on the field while he's batting. Now he's steaming into bowl.
Western Warriors still looking for their first win of the league.
Yeah.
Could today be the day? They have a good start. Going into bed, Saifullah. 1 down for Southern Hitters. Coming back to batting by the Western Warriors, Siva, I think after a steady start, they had a bit of wobble the last from the 6th over to the 10th, 11th over. Nimantha stayed the innings together with his fellow batsmen around him. Then started opening his arms, playing some clean shots. Good exhibition. Showed the rest of them in the team how to bat, and showed that if you bat 20 overs and pick the right balls, you can actually score decent runs in this wicket.
Yeah, the way they went on from 6 to 10, as you said, we were actually talking about less than 100 run score until Nimantha came into the centre.
I think before you open up, maybe you're looking about 110, 120.
Yep.
Then finished off strong to a 142 final score on the board.
The steaming delivery onto the stumps.
Right on the dot.
Right on the money on the first over. This is what you need. performing for a team as they required it today from one of the batsmen and the bowler from Western Warriors, which could lead them to a win today, and this will be a good boost where they meet. Both the teams will meet on Thursday again for the third place of the Ramadan Pace Cup 2019. Good ball, way swing, hint of a very good bowling here.
Steaming in there, bowling in the right areas. Yeah, it will be a rehearsal of the third, fourth placing on Thursday between these two teams again. It's good to see the fighting spirit and the seriousness of all the teams in this league, Siva.
Yeah. And even though it is, they know they're going to be in the playing next game for third place, but they take this as seriously and they would like to win this game to carry that momentum going into the next game.
Another good ball there by Nimantha, right on the dot ball.
Part of those two wide deliveries, just given 2 runs and a wicket importantly in the first over. One more delivery to go. 4 runs on the board, loss of wicket.
The last ball of the over.
Batsman taking his time. Saifullah Malik on strike.
Nimantha bringing his third man a bit more finer.
Very well left and good bowling. That's the end of over number 1. 4 for 1.
Talking about Western Warriors, Siva, I think looking on the paper, they're quite a balanced side actually. Good set of batters, good all-round bowlers. I guess batters didn't really click throughout the league, except for today. Nimantha scored some valuable 79. The opening orders had some good starts in other matches as well. Well, coming back to the game, Western Warriors have decided to open the bowling with a spinner. After Nimantha's first over, Vijay Uni comes to open the bowling from the pavilion end.
Other promising youngsters in this country.
Shahid Aziz to face the first ball.
And this is going to be a good context.
Yep.
And Aziz is not going to be quiet, as he did in the last game as well. He's scored quick fire.
It's good to see Faiz opening with the spinner. Siva. He's got intent. He wants to make things happen, which is crucial in this T20 format.
Yep. Spinner into the attack. Nicely bowled onto the pads and very nicely played. It's racing towards the boundary over front of square and reached it. This is boundary for Shahid Aziz.
4 run of the first ball, outfield fast there, Siva.
He just timed it very well, and rest of it has been taken care by the ground, which is lightning quick.
Yeah. As you can see, he's bowling to a 6-3 field, Vijay. He got 6 on the offside. 5-4 field. He's got a long off, long on. Mid-wicket square leg.
And this might be a good test and experience for him as well, the youngster. Nicely bowled, changed his line and length.
Are you looking for 2? Easy 2. Easy 2 for Tariq. Oh no, only 1.
Sent back. There's a miscommunication there.
Yeah, miscommunication. Only 1. 1 run to Shahid Aziz. Southern hitters run rate now is 6.75. Got a slip in there. Isfai is trying to do an attacking field to Saifullah.
It's good to see as soon as the spinner came into the attack, he's still keeping the slip cordon.
2 catching there, 1 slips and 1 short catching position at covers.
Very well bowled.
Well bowled.
Very well bowled. and
line, good
watchfully
length.
left.
Good line, good length.
This is a very interesting field right in front of the eyes of a batsman, fielder. Oh, good delivery again.
2 balls there, 2 dot balls.
A very good comeback by Vijayuni. Part the first ball, he bowled down to the pads. And he's quick onto changing the line and length. Flight to delivery is going towards the boundary. Is it clear the fence? Yes, it does.
Shot there by Saifullah for 6. Picked it up well. Over long on for 6. Good pickup shot there by Saifullah. As you can see from a off spinner point of view, Siva, a bit of a flighted delivery. That's what the batsmen look for in this kind of game.
Yep. Especially in the power plays, as there is no much protection over the boundary ropes. Nicely bowled.
A better ball there.
Very good comeback. Good change in line and length. As the end of over number 2. 15 runs for 1.
11 runs that over from Vijay Une. Good to see, good weather, nice ground, lights, under lights, playing under lights.
Yeah, thanks to the weather conditions as well. Have not been disturbed so far by not many of the games, except one game, if I'm not wrong, has been called off. And a part of that, the weather has played a good part in this Ramadan Peace Cup.
Yep. Said Aziz to face his first ball from Nimanta. Nimanta back for his second over. Can he keep the pressure and get one more wicket?
Steaming in from far end, slow delivery.
Played across to deep square leg, 1 run to Said Aziz. Bit of a rash shot there from Said Aziz, I think, Siva.
It looks he didn't pick that slow delivery actually.
Yeah, could see the Nimanta was hoping for. It would have been close if we touched the pads, so we missed it. Would have been clean bowl. I think it's important Said Aziz to. He's got a gap of picking the ball early, so he's got a gift. He should just stay there, and then once he settled in, he can actually play a lot of shots, big shots, and score runs fast.
Good delivery.
Over ball.
Short of a length. Just importantly, no runs.
Yeah, dot balls. Dot balls is always good in T20 format, Siva.
And that creates, as you're not rotating the strike, that creates the pressure on the batsmen, and that might lead them into rash and reckless shots in the process of scoring runs. As the target is 143 runs to win. Good bouncer.
Good bouncer.
Very good bouncer. And 1 for the over, and wide signal by the umpire.
Wide given by umpire. What's happening there? What do you reckon, Siva? It was one first warning and a wide.
As a tight call. We might not see what we have seen there.
Incoming batsman Harinder Singh. Coming in number 4 for Southern Hitters. 16 for 2. 2.4 overs. And chances of Western Warriors getting their first win for the league. Right on target.
As the fall of a second wicket, that brings Harinder Singh into the centre. Has played in Australia for a few months.
Yeah.
And now he's here to use that experience for his team and score some runs. Good ball, well left.
Ball.
Good first up delivery for an incoming batsman. Nimanta
Yeah.
is on song.
Harinder played some matches in Australia. Ugby, one of the fittest guy in the national setup.
Yeah, I should agree with you, as my fitness level is too low, so I don't want to compare myself with him. So yes, I agree with you.
You're fit to commentate, Siva, don't worry.
Thanks. At least you recognize something there. Good ball.
Well bowled by Nimanta. End of the second over from him.
After 3 overs, 16 runs for the loss of 2 wickets.
Nimanta is having a match day today. 2 for 5 in 2 overs. At the end of the third over, Western Warriors were 12 runs for no wicket loss. Southern Hitters are 16 runs for 2 wicket loss.
As I would say, this is what been missing from the Western Warriors side.
Yeah, the games before, yeah.
And the way they're behaving today on the field is they're up on their toes and they're taking their chances. They held on to the catch.
Yes.
And not given too many boundaries at this point of time.
Having said that, Vijay comes into bowl, and I would love to see how Syed Aziz will approach this innings. He's got 17 overs in front of him. He's got the talent, he's got the skill set to score a lot of runs. Let's see Mr. Captain, see how he approaches his innings today.
And again, he's raised
Shot.
towards the
Clean.
boundary. He played that shot with ease. He's just there right in front of his eyes.
That is what he can do, Siva. That's what Syed Aziz can do. He's got to make sure pick the right balls. Just got to pick the right balls and play within his game.
I need to find some new words to express these shots.
You can throw in some Telugu or some
I could do that.
better ball.
I could do that, as you guys could understand. Maybe you need a translator. Not you though.
Good ball, good comeback by Vijay. Dot ball.
Very nicely played.
Played.
Cut towards the deep point. The ball racing towards the boundary. 4 more runs to Syed Aziz.
I think Kindraras feel anything that beats the fielder. He just races down to the boundary.
You have got a good value for your shots in this ground. Nicely bowled.
That
Good
ball.
change in line and length. Just
One
given
run.
single run down to long on.
3 more balls in this over from Vijay. Harinder to face his first ball from Vijay. Vijay is tad too expensive so far. Time to expect in this kind of format of matches.
As this T20 does to you. And it's good to see a youngster performing at this level.
Faiz had brought a slips in for a
Yeah.
new batter.
And also a man from the deep mid wicket going to the short mid wicket region. Oh, very well bowled. Trying to rock onto the back foot and cut towards between the fielders of a cover and a point. Missed it completely. Sensibly played.
Well bowled there by Vijay. Looked like an arm ball, straighter ball. Dot ball. 2 overs, 22 runs. He has given 22 runs in 2 overs. The run rate for Southern Hitters now is 6.75. The end of the 4 overs.
27 for 2.
And we got a change in the bowling. Nazril Rahman comes in. We got to talk a bit about Nazril here, Siva. He's been around for a while. I think he's performed very well in this tournament within the need of the team. He bowls well, he bats well, he fields well. Bit of a fighter.
Yep.
He was away for 1.5 years. He had a freak accident. Had a knee injury. Went out, came back stronger. Good character.
I saw him in, I can't remember which tournament was that, last year. and he came into bat at the death overs,
Yeah.
and he just scored tremendously. And the amount of shots he has in his bank are wonderful to see, wonderful to watch.
I think being a medium pace bowler, he bowls the right areas and his pace
Yeah.
varies his pace as well. But let's see how he'll
and that too
face up to Syed Aziz today.
nicely bowled,
First
very
ball
nicely played,
lovely.
great shot, and he don't bother running. Race to the boundary over between the gully and a point.
What a timing. Pure timing there. Placed it superbly between point and third man, raced away to the boundary. That's what Syed Aziz can do. Just pick the right balls.
And he just rocked onto the back foot and guided the ball with no effort at all.
And he has 21 out of 8 balls now.
Just guiding the ball. Yep, he moved on to 21 of 8 balls, and that brings Nazril to round the wicket. To Syed Aziz. Good ball. Good
No ball.
comeback ball, but
No ball called by umpire. So we have a free hit now for the Southern Heaters.
as for the free hit, as the batsman's point of view, it's a golden ball, and bowler need to see the strength of the batsman, and it might be a slow ball, as his timing well might be distracting him to no,
Shot.
that is a quicker delivery. Just running for 2 runs.
Good running there. 2 runs. It's another no ball by Nazril. Another free hit given to Southern Hitters. As a bowler, at times, Shiva, when you get this kind of no ball calls, right, it definitely affects your rhythm, your concentration.
Yep.
Something's.
After running 2 quick runs, is it Syed Aziz? Yes, he is on the
Saiz
floor.
on the floor.
And for the first time in this game, Physio into the center.
And we have the sponsors for the MC Ramana Super Series official ball sponsor SG. And we got My Events Internationals for the individual awards cash prizes. We have Dayasari Travel and Tours sponsor for the play of the match cash prize, another long-time partner of Malaysian cricket. And we have Kasat Sports, another long-time partner of Malaysian cricket, sponsor for the individual awards cricket equipments. Tarek is back on his feet. Maybe he needed a bit of a.
This is where the match stands so far. As the wonderful innings by Madhwanta, 79 runs. And 20 overs, Western Warriors have scored 142 for the loss of 6 wickets. And Southern Eaters in response, 4 overs, 4.1 overs to be precise. 35 runs of 2 wickets. Aziz is still there in the center, and he's getting ready to face the delivery from Nazril, and still a no ball, and it is a free hit. Maybe he's taking some breath to plan for what is to hit, dancing down the track and missed it.
Well bowled by Nazril there. No run. He'll be relieved now that he's managed got his run up right. There was no ball call there. Syed Aziz seems to be struggling a bit there.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Southern Heaters is they've kept the run rate up, even though the loss of 2 wickets. Some beautiful timing shots by Syed Aziz.
He's didn't time it quite well as you'd like to. Just a single down to long on.
And I think with the wicket, the pace from Nazril, it's not easy to hit through the line because he doesn't really come in and hit he varies his pace a bit, so there's always going to be difficult to hit him over the top. He's coming now over, right arm over to Harinder Singh. Haven't got off the mark yet. Faced 4 balls so far.
As I've seen Harinder bats before, he just starts off very slowly. And chance of a run out, and he given up. He completely given up, Aziz. And Nazrul is frustrated as he couldn't hit the wickets.
What was Syed Aziz thinking there? If he's really struggling, then he should be. A good ball from Nazrul.
As there is no physical injury.
He seems to be struggling a bit.
He's struggling for something he's struggling off with. As we will try to get the reason behind it, maybe after the game. As we don't have a 13th man to travel down to the centre to ask. Nicely played, very well fielded by.
Square cut by Harinder. He's off the mark. 1 of 6 balls. Syed Aziz 24 out of 12. Nazrul to bowl his last ball of this over.
Nicely played. Over covers.
Well, I guess the way Syed Aziz is batting, Siva, I don't need to run.
And he's not interested to deal
Another
in singles
4.
as well.
I think he's got a bad back. Another 4 to Syed Aziz. It reminds me of, I don't know whether I've listened about this. You know Gordon Greenidge, right?
Yep.
So they say that when he's actually playing with the pain, whether it's a back pain or an injury, he scores a lot of runs.
Wow, that is an
Yeah,
interesting
that's something I'm
aspect.
used to. So it's interesting whether Syed Aziz comes in that bracket.
Um,
But he's batting well, timing the ball superbly. He's on 28 for 13 balls. End of the 5 overs, 41 for 2.
as a change in box, a language changed.
Alright, thank you, Shiva.
I got Zul on the commentary box now.
Ready, how are you? Southern Hitters and Western Warriors, second inning of the match. Southern Hitters batting 41 untuk 2 jatuh wiket dalam power play dalam 2 over yang pertama. Sangat kritikal. Namun begitu, Syed Aziz berjaya membawa inning bagi pasukan Southern Hitters di atas bahunya dengan 28 dari 13 balingan.
Faiz is continued with Vijay for his third over. Zul, first ball, dot ball. Well bowled by Vijay there. Another dot ball.
Balingan yang baik daripada Vijay. Namun begitu dari 2 over yang pertama tadi kita nampak Vijay struggle apabila membaling kepada lefty, pemain pemukul kidal.
Good ball there by Vijay. 3 dot balls in a row. Varying his pace, varying his line, varying his length.
Faiz memberi kepercayaan kepada Vijay. Pemain yang meningkat naik.
Quick single there by Harinder.
3 dot ball dari over yang ke-6 bagi Vijay dan 1 larian dari over balingan yang terakhir tadi.
Like you said, Zul, let's see how Vijay will react to Syed Aziz, who's a left-hander.
Yes.
Don't seem keen to run with his bad back, I think. He's going to try to hit the ball out. Going down leg. Another dot ball there.
Satu lagi dot ball dari Vijay.
I just feel Zul, I think, obviously Syed is struggling a bit with his back, but it's important he plays a captain innings today. Bit of character.
Yep, true. And he is performing really well.
Running out there by Nazrul.
Oh, it's a 4. 4 lagi larian untuk Syed Aziz.
It was a good chase by Nazrul, but he stopped the ball with his body out of the boundary. They were seem to be struggling anyway there.
Ya, dan hujan
Hujan.
turun, menghentikan innings yang kedua di antara Southern Hitters menentang Western Warriors.
With the rain, the game has been stopped at the end of the wicket to a run out, a mix up.
Dan saya
Definitely.
rasa kalau perlawanan tak dapat diteruskan, dari perkiraan Doug Lewis dengan 3 wiket berjaya diambil oleh Western Warriors mungkin menang perlawanan hari ini.
Yeah, interesting to see, Zul. Interesting to see. Yeah, so now at the end, as they have a stop of play due to rain, at the end of 6.2 overs, Southern Hitters are 46 for 3, A brief summary here. Syed Aziz just got run out through a bit of a miscommunication there. 32 of 15 balls. Saifullah scored 6 of 11 balls. Shafiq Sarif only 2 of 2. Nimanta, after a superb batting display from 79 runs of 41 balls, 2 for 5 in 2 overs. Until we wait for the rain to stop.
The official ball sponsor for MCA Ramadan Super Series T20 tournament is SG. And sponsor for individual awards cash prizes for best batsman, best bowler, man of the series by My Events International. And player of the match cash prize sponsored by Dash Shakti Travels and Tours. And individual awards cricket equipments sponsored by Gazza Sports. And going back to a couple of days back, this is how it rained in Kinrara at 6:30 p.m. and just 2 hours before the game, and 8:30 after this rain, like cats and dogs, and still we had an uninterrupted game at 8:30. So that is about 2 hours time of rain like this, and you had a game without any balls reduced or unchanged as planned, a full quarter or 40 over game. Zul, you can tell about that rain and that experience. So this Kinrara ground is having a good
Kinrara ground
history. You can start as soon as the rain stops. It will
Yes.
dry off soon and you can play the game.
Yes, looking at the condition now, we may have to just stop for briefly for like 15
Yes.
to 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably
Um,
soon after this,
yes.
umpires will decide.
It looks like just a very little drizzle around the oval, and knowing Kinrara Oval is a very good oval with good irrigation system. The oval should be ready for play. I think around 10 to 15 minutes
Yeah,
after the rain
you
stop.
can take it through that incidents again with your local language as well.
Okay, berapa hari yang lalu hujan yang lebih lebat daripada apa yang kita saksikan pada hari ini. Seluruh kawasan oval di Kinrara Oval ini digenangi air. Namun begitu dalam jangka waktu 2 jam segalanya kembali normal dan perlawanan dapat diteruskan tanpa apa-apa gangguan. Itulah hebatnya Kinrara Oval ini yang memang dibina dengan sistem saliran yang cukup baik, dan saya jangkakan hari ini dalam perlawanan ini hujan turun sedikit, tadi renyai-renyai yang agak sedikit berat. Namun begitu sekarang ini hujan sudah kembali reda, namun masih terdapat lagi renyai-renyai di sekitar oval Kinrara ini, dan kita dapat jangkakan dalam jangka waktu 10 ke 15 minit lagi hujan akan berhenti. Jadi sedikit rangkuman daripada perlawanan pada hari ini. Western Warriors pada inning yang pertama melakukan purata 7.1 larian dengan jatuhan dan mengumpul 142 larian dengan jatuhan 6 wiket. Kredit harus diberikan kepada Nimanta Maduanta yang melakukan 79 larian dari 41 bola dan disokong oleh Satish Shankar untuk 21 balingan dan Asbi 11 larian daripada 11 balingan, membawa kedudukan kepada 142 dengan 6 jatuhan wiket pada over yang ke-20. Sampat Pereira 2 wiket, Pavandip Singh 1 wiket, Syed Aziz 1 wiket. Dalam inning yang kedua yang baru saja berlangsung 6.2 over dengan purata larian 7.26, namun begitu 3 wiket telah pun jatuh oleh Southern Hitters. Wiket yang ketiga tadi yang jatuh betul-betul sebelum hujan turun ialah Syed Aziz, telah dikeluarkan secara run out pada kedudukan 32 larian dari 15 balingan. Setakat ini Nimanta Maduwanta beraksi cemerlang dengan membaling dengan mendapat 2 wiket dan melepaskan cuma 6 larian daripada 1.5 over ataupun 2 over, dengan purata 3 larian per over. Dan mengikut maklumat yang kita terima dari segi Doug Lewis, kira-kira Doug Lewis, Southern Hitters sekarang ini ketinggalan 4 larian kerana jatuhan 1 wiket tadi, wiket yang ketiga. Mereka ketinggalan 4 larian berbanding dengan Western Warriors. Jika hujan tidak berhenti dan permainan tidak dapat diteruskan, Western Warriors akan menang dengan 4 larian. Namun begitu, kita harapkan innings yang kedua ini dapat diteruskan bagi Southern Hitters kembali memukul dan mengejar jumlah 143 larian dari yang dilakukan oleh Western Warriors pada innings yang pertama. Jadi kedudukan sekarang memungkinkan Southern Hitters untuk tewas 4 larian. Namun begitu, kita mengharapkan perlawanan dapat diteruskan dan hujan nampaknya sudah semakin reda. Kita mungkin perlu menunggu 10 hingga 15 minit bagi groundsman memberikan lampu hijau untuk perlawanan diteruskan bagi innings yang kedua oleh Southern Hitters. Setakat ini, mengikut statistik yang kita ada, Southern Hitters berjaya mengumpul larian yang lebih tinggi daripada Western Warriors pada over yang kedua, keempat dan over yang kelima serta over yang keenam tadi. Namun begitu, Southern Hitters telah pun kehilangan 3 wiket pada over yang pertama, ketiga dan juga over yang ke-7 yang sedang berlangsung sekarang sebentar tadi. Bagi Western Warriors, wiket pertama mereka jatuh pada over yang ke-6, 6, 8, 9. Pada over yang ke-9 2 wiket, pada over yang ke-16 dan over yang ke-20. Nah, begitu semua itu tidak penting andai kata hujan tidak berhenti, kerana Southern Hitters sekarang ini ketinggalan 4 larian. Namun begitu, keadaan semasa di Kinrara Oval, hujan sedikit renyai dan memungkinkan perlawanan akan dapat diteruskan dalam jangka waktu 15 minit lagi. Dan sekarang kelihatan di Kinrara Oval, penjaga padang ataupun groundsman sudah pun bergerak masuk untuk membuka cover sheet yang menutupi wiket tengah untuk membolehkan perlawanan diteruskan dalam innings yang kedua ini.
As where the match stands, Western Warriors scored in the latest start of the innings 142 runs, so 6 overs, 6 wickets left. 42 for 6, and Southern Hitters in response 47 runs of 3 wickets lost in 6.1 overs. Just power play has been over, and there's a slight drizzle in Kinrara Oval, and as you see, the covers are on, and we will be back as soon as we have the updates from the match officials. Until then, please stay tuned.
Welcome back again to Kinrara Oval. We are now watching the Ramadan MCA Super Series tournament matches against Western Warriors and Southern Hitters. We had a stop of play due to rain. We come back on the 7th over, second ball for Anwar. The revised target is 110 in 14 overs. Zul, we saw a run out earlier.
Yes,
So incoming batsman is
Amir Azim.
Amir Azim.
Very unfortunate for Syed Aziz. Amir Azim start with 1 run or no run.
1 run to
1 run.
Amir Azim.
Okay. 1
Yeah.
run to Amir Azim. Even the commentator needs to warm up a little bit after the rain.
Harinder to face the third ball of the over. We'll talk a bit about the run out later after this ball, Zul. I think it was a bit of a miscom and I think unnecessary there.
Yep.
Anwar.
Now Anwar Rahman, good delivery to Harinder Singh.
Dot ball? Yeah, I think earlier, obviously, Syed Aziz was struggling a bit to run. They could have communicated better. Back foot drive to deep covers there from Harinder. 1 run to him. They move on to 48. First run. Harinder 3 or 14 balls. Played to short fine, no run there.
Tiada larian dari balingan yang terakhir.
End of the over.
Anwar Rahman melepaskan cuma 2 larian dari 1 over balingannya.
Yeah, coming in to join with Zul is Yusri.
Thank you,
Alright.
Mr. Venu.
Welcome back Yusri. Southern Hitters 49 for 3
Thank you, Zul.
at the end of 7 over. 49 larian dikumpulkan oleh Southern Hitters dengan jatuhan 3 wiket. 1 wiket yang terakhir. Yang ketiga yang jatuh bagi Southern Hitters adalah run out bagi Syed Aziz. Sekarang ini Asbi kelihatan bersedia untuk melakukan balingan bagi Western Warriors. Revised target sekarang ini ialah 110 larian dan perlawanan hanya akan berlangsung sehingga ke over yang ke-14. Bermakna kita masih lagi berbaki 7 over untuk dihabiskan bagi innings yang kedua perlawanan di antara Southern Hitters menentang Western Warriors.
Yeah, Zul, end of 7 overs DL looks 53 runs, 4 runs behind, 49 for 3. Only 3 runs coming in.
Sekarang ini Asbi akan melakukan balingan. Balingan yang mencari pad Amir Azim. Namun Amir Azim berjaya mendapatkan 1 larian untuk 50 larian terkumpul. 51 sebenarnya larian terkumpul bagi Southern Hitters dengan 3 jatuhan wiket di over yang ke-8.
Yeah, one of the players who have been in Australia for a couple of months, Asbi, probably getting some good experience from Australia, some good learnings. Looking to see him performing well and using that experience in this format and this part of the world.
Kita dapat feedback yang baik dari Australia tentang prestasi Asbi. Asbi amat sesuai bermain di Australia. Namun begitu di Kinrara Oval ini masih belum kelihatan bisa ataupun taring Asbi, Ahmad Asbi, dan melepaskan 3 larian. Ini balingan yang ketiga Asbi dipukul untuk 4 larian.
We saw Shahadat, Syed Aziz, Siwa, and all these players who have been in foreign countries for a couple of months in the beginning of this year, playing well in this series, using their experience. Unfortunate, Syed Aziz been run out a bit. You can little bit predicted as well because he was struggling to run as well, and it was very unfortunate for Southern Hitters losing him at this stage, just before the stop play due to rain,
Oh,
whereas they need some quick runs at this stage.
balingan yang lebih baik daripada Asbi menuju ke off stump. Tiada larian. Balingan yang ketiga Asbi dalam over yang ke-8 bagi pasukan Western Warriors.
Said Aziz scored 32 of 15 before he gets out in that unfortunate manner. Probably now Harinder and Azim got a lot of responsibility. Just 54 runs required in 7 overs. Just over 8 runs per over.
Satu lagi balingan yang baik daripada Asbi. Tiada larian. Dua balingan yang membuahkan dot adalah balingan yang menuju ke off stump. Asbi baling berkelajuan, medium pace bowler. Bola terkena pad Harinder, namun pengadil tidak mengendahkan appeal dari pasukan Western Warriors untuk LBW sebentar tadi.
56 for 3 in the 8th over. Ahmad Azmi bowling his first over. So for 7 runs coming in. You saw 30 runs partnership came in between Harinder and Said Aziz.
I think Harinder should be aware that Said Aziz was struggling with his back and shouldn't have called for that run that has caused Said Aziz to depart for run out.
Yes.
He can do better than that. I think it was unnecessary call by Harinder just now. Dan sekarang ini 57 larian dicetak oleh Southern Hitters dengan 3 jatuhan wiket, purata larian 7.28, bola balingan over daripada Asbi tadi melepaskan 8 larian, tiada wiket. Sekarang akan meneruskan balingan ialah Anwar Rahman bagi pasukan Western Warriors membaling kepada Harinder Singh.
So being game is being shortened for 14 overs, only 4 bowlers can bowl 3 overs each, and one bowler goes in 2 overs. So with that 3 overs, Vijay has already completed 3 overs. So Vijay Unni will be not able to continue since he has bowled already 3 overs before the rain. So unfortunately, he will be not able to continue.
Sekarang ini target baru untuk pasukan Southern Hitters ialah 53 larian dari 5.5 over. Dan over balingan Anwar Rahman ini cukup baik, 3 dot ball pada 3 balingan yang pertama.
So I think Harinder has to look into those unorthodox shots now, since not much left. Yes, we know he is a very good rotator. Probably he was sent out to keep the wickets till the 15th-16th over. Unfortunately, the rain has come and the whole concept of the game has changed. And now you need fast runs, so Harinder has to change his game plan as well.
Baik balingan daripada Anwar Rahman. 4 dot ball, cuma melepaskan 1 larian di over ini. Itu dia, cuma 1 larian dilepaskan dari over 9. Over yang kedua bagi Anwar Rahman, 1.5 ekonomi Anwar Rahman. Cukup baik untuk mengekang pasukan Southern Hitters yang sekarang ini mengejar 110 larian dari 14 over. 9 over sudah pun berakhir, 5 lagi over baki untuk Southern Hitters mengejar Western Warriors. Dengan larian yang telah pun diturunkan, menangkan permainan hanya akan berlangsung sehingga over yang ke-14. Target bagi innings yang kedua ini ialah 110 larian sahaja.
The whole game aspect has been changed, and so that's put Western Warriors now in a strong position. Anur Rahman bowled 2 overs brilliantly. Only 3 runs given. Last over came only 1 run. Every dot deliveries in this stage of the game will be golden for Western Warriors. Put them ever close to the victory. That first victory to their
Yes.
cards.
And now Kushan Virakodi akan membaling bagi pasukan Western Warriors. Dia angkat terus,
1 bounce to the field.
tinggi pukulan daripada Harinder Singh tadi, namun tidak membuahkan lebih banyak larian, cuma 1 larian dari Harinder Singh untuk Southern Hitters. 52 dari 30, baki 30 bola.
End of 9 overs, 59 for 3. So into the 10th over, Kushan continues from the pavilion end, coming down straight to the field. Brilliant catch.
Itu dia tangkapan yang baik oleh pemain berjersey nombor 5 Nurhamizan Hamidun. Lakukan tangkapan.
Probably those dot deliveries put the pressure on him.
Di mid on tadi.
So Amir Azim gets out for a 1 run in 5 deliveries.
Satu lagi wiket jatuh bagi pasukan Southern Hitters pada kedudukan sekarang ini di over yang ke-10 setelah 9.2 over. Doug Lewis target untuk pasukan Southern Hitters ialah 66. Mereka kekurangan 7 larian pada kedudukan sekarang.
Yep, with Duckworth Lewis target after 9.2 will be 70 runs, and right now 59 for 4. Put them in deep trouble. So they are 11 runs behind with the Duckworth Lewis target, and Western Warriors for the first time in this series looks very strong at this stage. Put them on a driving seat at this stage.
Kedudukan yang baik bagi Western Warriors. Mereka dari segi Duckworth Lewis calculation, mereka mendahului 11 larian dalam perlawanan ataupun innings yang dipendekkan kepada 14 over. Kedudukan sekarang 59 larian dicetak oleh pasukan Southern Hitters. Dengan jatuhan 4 wiket, mereka memerlukan 51 larian untuk mengejar pasukan Western Warriors.
Devendra Mogan in the middle.
Balingan yang perlahan dari Kushan Virakodi.
So Kushan Virakodi
Memerangkap Harinder Singh, namun begitu ketua pasukan Western Warriors Faiz Noor tidak sempat untuk menangkap pukulan tadi.
Sorry, the new batsman was Nipun Ransika, not Devendra Mogan. Nipun Ransika.
Nipun Ransika masuk setelah Amir Azim dikeluarkan di dalam over yang ke-10 ini.
Playing towards the deep mid-wicket region, taken a 1 run by Harinder. Target is 50 runs of 49 runs of 4.3. That is 27 deliveries.
4 balingan telah diselesaikan dalam over yang ke-10 ini oleh Kushan Virakodi. Cuma melepaskan 3 larian. Dan sekarang ini Nipun Ransika berpasangan dengan Harinder Singh.
49 of 26, that's a big miss.
Inside edge. Keluar untuk 4 larian lagi bagi Southern Hitters. 4 larian bagi Nipun Ransika.
They will be taking anything. They will be not thinking about those edges and risk at this stage. They need runs. Any boundaries are valuable. So they will be taking those boundaries with open hand. Require another 45 in 25 deliveries. Final delivery of the 10th over to bowl by Kushan. To Nipun Ransika. Comes down, plays straight down. The fielder comes in. Taken a single, looking for a double. Bowler couldn't collect it properly. And that's the run out.
Run out.
And Nippon run seeker.
Cushion Wirakodi tadi sebenarnya terlepas peluang untuk run out, namun begitu beliau dengan pantas melepaskan bola kepada penjaga wiket bagi pasukan Western Warriors, Amar, dan terus mendapat satu wiket. Ahmad Zuhdi tadi.
66 for 5. Southern Eaters, they're in deep trouble.
Sekarang ini akan masuk ke tengah gelanggang ialah Faiz Nasir, pemain berjersey nombor 9.
Faiz Nasir replaces Nippon now. I will be waiting for Devendra Morgan to come at this stage and give some skyrocketing shots.
Sekarang ini Nippon Ransika yang diharapkan untuk melakukan pukulan-pukulan besar bagi mendapatkan larian maksimum daripada setiap balingan terkeluar. 2 wiket berjaya diambil oleh Western Warriors dalam over yang ke-10. Balingan Kushan Wirakodi. Sekarang ini akan meneruskan balingan di over yang ke-11 ialah Anwar Rahman. Anwar Rahman beraksi cukup baik pada malam ini. Cuma melepaskan 3 larian kalau tak silap saya. Setelah membaling 2 over dengan purata 1.5 setiap over.
Anwar Rahman coming to bowl his final over. Third over. 2 overs, 3 runs given. Every dot balls put a lot of pressure on the team.
Kita di over yang ke-11 sekarang ini. Anwar Rahman, balingan yang pertama membuahkan dot ball. Oh, balingan yang kedua mendapat wiket, mengeluarkan Harinder Singh. Catch and ball bagi Anwar Rahman. 1 wiket untuk Anwar Rahman. Tangkapan yang kemas dari pukulan Harinder Singh. Wiket yang ke-6. 66, 6 jatuhan wiket bagi Southern Hitters. Keadaan yang cukup mengerikan bagi Southern Hitters yang mengejar Western Warriors dalam innings yang kedua ini dengan revised target pada kedudukan 110 larian dan permainan disingkatkan kepada 14 over. Kita sekarang menyaksikan perlawanan innings yang kedua dalam over yang ke-11.
At this stage, they require a run, 78 runs, 12 runs behind. With the Duckworth Lewis, 80 runs. They need 80 runs with 6 wickets down. And they are 14 runs behind. And Harinder looking to change his gears and fails.
Sekarang ini buku baru dibuka oleh Southern Hitters. Sampat Pereira dan Faiz Nasir masih belum menghadap apa-apa balingan. Anwar sekarang ini ditugaskan bagi Western Warriors untuk meneruskan. Anwar akan meneruskan balingan di over yang ke-11 ini kepada Sampat Pereira. Southern Hitters masih berharap pemukul-pemukulnya dapat mencetak larian-larian besar mengejar baki 44 larian dari 3.4 over.
Yes, Zul, the dot deliveries bowled by Anwar Rahman put a lot of pressure on the batting side, taking the required run rate over 11 runs per over. So that in that result, Harinder given a return catch to Anwar Rahman. That's what any bowler has to do in a T20 format.
Sampat Pereira baru saja tadi melakukan satu larian untuk memberikan pukulan kepada Faiz Nasir. Anwar Rahman akan membaling kepada Faiz Nasir sekarang ini di balingan yang keempat dalam over yang ke-11.
As bowlers, they shouldn't be looking at taking wickets, rather than they should be looking at taking dot balls as many as can. So as a result, you will get wickets. Batsmen looking to do some unorthodox shots and all. But if you're try to take wickets only, you might go into some low scores. Anwar Rahman. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. That's a fielder there. Will it travel over his heads? Yes, it's gone. That's a brilliant 6 for Faiz Nasir.
Faiz Nasir berjaya memukul 6 larian dari balingan terakhir Anwar Rahman.
Anwar Rahman completes his 3 overs for 10 runs.
Pada purata 3.33 dengan 1 wiket berjaya diambil oleh Anwar Rahman di over yang ke-11. Sekarang ini saya akan berhenti berehat.
Thank you, Zul. Change of commentary. Siva comes in. End of 11 overs. 6 wickets down. 73 runs. 85 runs is the Duckworth Lewis requirement at this stage. 12 runs behind. Will these two batsmen, can they play out of their skins and bring the Southern Hitters to the safety or the victory?
Thanks, Yusri. We are into the final 3 overs of the game. 3.1 overs to be exact. And what a spell from Anwar Rahman.
Amazing.
3 overs, just given 10 runs, a part of the 6 he has gone through in the last over.
Taken a 1 wicket.
And the final 3 overs of the game. Oh, that is lucky. Batsman doesn't mind them. Raised over, the fielder had shot third man.
4 wickets, gone for a 4. Batsman doesn't mind. They loves it. Score moves to 77.
33 runs exactly to win this game. What another good game we are having here. 2 back-to-back final over finishers.
Yep.
And 1 more today. We'll go down to the wire. Batsman dance down the track. Is straight going to the man at deep mid wicket.
1 bounce.
Just 1 run.
Yes, they are trying to getting closer with that required runs with the Duckworth Lewis. And just they are short of 10 runs right now at this stage. And will be interesting to see.
There's no choice for those 2 batsmen out there. They got to go for at least a boundary or a 6 and over. Nicely bowled onto the pads, but just a single. Singles doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that rain has reduced 6 overs. So bringing down to the 14 over game. So even though Western Warriors scored 142 in 20 overs, revised target is 110 in 14 overs. And meantime, need to notify only 4 bowlers can bowl 3 overs. And
oh, cheeky. Hat is raised over to the boundary.
Yet another boundary. It's going close to the wicket. And who cares? They need a boundaries. And there it is. Doesn't matter how it comes. Sampath playing his skin out, and he is trying to match with Nimanta. We saw a brilliant innings from him, 79, unbeaten 79 of 41 deliveries, putting him to the 3rd highest scorer in this series.
And that knock made a difference in the Duckworth Lewis method as well.
Yes, otherwise it would have been a very slow scoring, and probably they will be ahead of the Duckworth Lewis system if that innings
Another
was
slow
not there.
delivery. Just to the man at long off for a single.
Quite interesting there. Based on the Duckworth Lewis, just 6 runs behind now. They have crossed that 10 runs barrier.
As long as they don't lose any wickets now.
Yes, that's important as well. Need to keep the wickets in hand as well.
And the slow delivery, good bowling.
Looking at the atmosphere, looks like we can play 14 overs. There's no immediate threat, as if rain gonna disturb, but to keep on everyone on the feet, just to keep you updated, we will keep on saying what's the Duckworth Lewis requirement at this stage, since we are unable to show it on the screen.
Yeah.
And end of 12 overs, 84 for 6.
2 more overs remaining. 26 to get. 12 1 over.
12 runs per over required. End of 12 overs, they have to had 93 runs, a loss of 6 wickets.
1 over can change the trajectory of the game.
So 9 runs difference now. So end of 13 overs, they should be, if there was no wicket, they should be requiring 101 runs, which is 17 runs this over. Will that be possible? Or you looking at to play the whole 14 overs and go for 12 runs per over?
A pull and pulled hard, but just for a single to the deep mid wicket.
Nimantha to come in to bowl his final over, the third over. Kushan bowled 2 overs. So far 2 bowlers bowled 3 overs each. So which is Vijay Unni, that is before the rain comes in, 27 runs. Anur Rahman completes his 3 overs, 10 for 1, and Nimantha right now bowling his third over as well. He bowls 7 for 2, end of 2 overs. With that single, it will move to. With that single, it's 7 runs for 2.
He's the contender for a man of the match today.
Yes, he played superbly, 79 runs.
And 2 wickets, importantly, has taken.
And if they're gonna win this game, that's put them on some kind of a positive note before the third, fourth match.
Nicely
the first
bowled.
victory in this league. That was the required that they were fighting for all throughout, and finally it's coming in the final game.
Yeah, that helps them in the third place encounter as well.
Yes.
And the way they shown the intent on the field was, compared to the previous games, are they believe themselves.
So yes, if they win this game, third place game, you can see a totally different.
Oh, that has pulled straight into the skies. Fielder underneath it is going to be a catch. Yes, oh, he dropped it.
It was unfortunate. Catch was dropped and taken 2 runs.
Yes.
And Nimantha rightfully frustrated.
Even the batsman
Would have been third wicket for Nimantha as well.
has gone high in the skies. Should have been taken, but nevertheless.
Yeah, Nimantha right now having 10 wickets in this series with 123 runs in 18.5 overs. He is the fourth best bowler in this series with Fitri Sham, the third place holder. So if he had that wicket, he will equal with Udit and Sampath with 11 wickets in the top 3.
Steaming in. Another cheeky shot tried by the left-hander.
Looks like game is on Western Warriors to now. 8 deliveries, 22 runs. I think it's mathematically possible.
Sampath Pereira trying to sneak the boundary behind the keeper or over the keeper. That is interesting.
Good competition between those two Sri Lankans.
Pulled up at the last second. He's just trying to see whether he's going to try scoop again before he bowls.
Good thinking by Nimantha as well, and Sampath.
He moved not even an inch.
And a smile.
Oh, that's a good shot. It's going to be a straight into the throat of the fielder at long on. Yes, it has gone.
And he equals the highest wicket takers, and he is amongst the highest wicket takers in this series with 11 wickets.
And he might go on to the top based on this economy rate.
Probably the end of this over we can see that.
Yeah.
As of now. Yes, and Sampath dejected. Yes, 12 of 8 deliveries.
He's gone into the second place. He's still on the fourth place. Beg your pardon?
Probably
Sampath is on
the
the
end of the over it will update. And Sampath departs, scoring 12 of 8 deliveries. And final delivery to come in 13th over. Nimantha Madhuantha has taken 3 wickets for 10 runs. And final delivery of the final over.
As the drop catch has not done much of a damage, but managed to get Sampath Pereira.
88 for 7. 22 runs coming in that partnership between Faiz Nasir and Sampath. To the 13th over, final delivery. So end of 13th over, 7 wickets down. The Duckworth Lewis requirement was 101.
In the fall of the last wicket, made Pawandeep to walk into the centre.
Pawandeep Singh, is it?
Oh, what a shot! Is it going to be clearing the fence? We just wait for the umpire signal, and he said 4 runs. It was a good shot, picked up length quite early. That's the end of over number 13. I beg your pardon, that is Devendran.
Devendran joined Faiz Nasir. Faiz Nasir would hit that boundary and completes the 13th over. 92 for 7. We are unable to compare with Western Warriors at this stage because it's shortened for 14 overs.
Yeah.
If not, comparison is 68 for 4, but unfortunately we cannot compare that requirement since 6 overs short due to the weather.
Kushan Virakodi into the attack for the final over of the game.
And Nimantha Madhuantha completes his 3 overs for 14 for 3. 14 for 3 Nimantha.
Good shot over the deep mid wicket. It's going to be straight into the throat of the fielder. Yes, he does. Another wicket down.
And that's the departure of Devendra Mogan, I guess. Yes, Devendra Mogan. First delivery. Tried to dispatch because he has no options. 6 deliveries, 18 runs. So first delivery straight away. Looks for a biggie. Straight to the throat of the fielder there in the deep. And Devendra Mogan departs. 92 for 8. And Western Warriors marching towards the victory. And now Pawandeep Singh walking in.
The fall of a wicket brings Pawandeep into the centre. And we need 18 runs to win.
Yes, 5 deliveries, 18 runs. Cricket, anything possible mathematically. They are in the game, but will that be possible? Pawandeep and Faiz Nasir. If someone to perform, Faiz Nasir is the man.
He's on strike importantly. He's going for it. Picked up the short delivery. But just running quite second and hard. Chance of a run out. And it has.
And Faiz Nasir departs.
As the end of Faiz Nasir.
He gets out for a 14 of, well compiled 14 of 9 deliveries. That's the wicket of 9th wicket, 93 for 9. 93 for 9. And that's the final batsman walks in. Suhail Al-Fitri. Joining Pawandeep. It looks already done and dusted. 4 deliveries, 17 runs.
20 is the run rate required.
3 boundaries and a 6. Mathematically.
Technically,
It's a bit,
just wait for it.
it's very difficult bit.
Oh, what a shot!
That's a nice shot. A gift from the bowler. Dispatched nicely.
It's gone for 4. This is interesting, Yusri.
3 balls, 30.
13 runs required.
3 balls to go.
As we say, we're still going down to the last over of last 4 games.
Well, Suhail Al-Fitri can deliver for Southern Hitters. Put another disappointment for Western Warriors, or Western Warriors
Well bowled.
will be survived.
Just a single.
So,
Yorker length.
2 balls, 12. 2 maximums.
Are we going to see a tie game today?
I know. If you take only 11 runs, there will be a tie, which is 109 is a tie. In the case of 110, they are wins. So Pawandeep first delivery. Oh,
Good delivery. Squared him up. And
Kushan just have to make sure that he bowling a final delivery is a legal delivery. That's all. That's it. Nothing to worry about sixes. Nothing to worry about boundaries. Just a legal delivery.
one legal delivery will end the game.
Yes.
Seal the first win for
Western Warrior. That's the most important victory
yeah.
for before the third place game, and that's what they were actually looking at the team card on paper. They are one of the strongest sides on paper,
Yeah.
but unfortunately in this series none of these main players has performed until Nimantha, one of the greatest players. He had some good starts beginning of the series,
Yeah.
but
And
unfortunately couldn't complete it.
that sees the first win for Western Warriors.
That's the end of the game. 100 for 9 in the 14 overs. And Kushan completes his 3 overs, 25 for 2. Most importantly, Udit, Sampath Perera, Nimantha Madhuanta, 3 Sri Lankan players are in the bowling card top with 11 wickets having in this series, and going to the third place and the finals will be interesting. Who will be leading end of this series? Looking at the team batting card, Southern Eaters, after putting up Western Warriors winning the toss, batting first 142 for 6 in a reply. They were chasing off target of 143 in 20 overs. In the middle there was a rain which cut off for 6 overs requiring 110 runs. They were shut out for 100 runs, 100 for 9, and Western Warriors winning by 10 runs. That first victory, most important victory. Shafiq Sharif 2 for 2. Looking at the team card of Southern Eaters, Shafiq Sharif 2 of 2, Said Aziz 32 of 15 deliveries, Saifullah Malik 6 of 10, Harinder Singh 13 of 28, Amir Azim 1 of 5, Nipun Ransiva 6 of 3, Faiz Nasir 14 of 9, Sampath Perera 12 of 8, Devendra Mogan departed without scoring, and Pawandeep Singh was the other batsman without scoring, unbeaten in the middle. Suhail Al-Fitri 6 of 3 unbeaten. End of 14 overs, 100 for 9, and Western Warriors winning by 10 runs, and first victory. Just before that, the most important third place game, Nimantha Madhuanta 3 overs, 14 for 3, Vijay Unni 3 overs 27. Nazrul Rahman 1 over 14. Anwar Rahman 3 overs 10 for 1. Ahmad Azmi 1 over 8 runs. And Kusham Virakode 3 overs 25 for 2. That's the end of the game and the league stage of this series. Inaugural Ramadan Peace Cup. And Western Warriors finally managed to secure a win just before the third place game, as I said, Siva.
Yep.
It's going to be very important for them,
And
this
this will
victory.
be a good context for the third place on Thursday at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, definitely. That will give them a total different side when we see on the Thursday with some confidence after victory. Match summary: Western Warriors winning the toss, batting first. End of 20 overs, 140 over 6. Nimantha Madhuanta unbeaten, 79 of 41. Put him the third highest scorer in this series with 206 runs after Virandeep and Anwar Aruddin. And Shankar Satish 19 of 21. And the 11 of 11 scored by Ahmed Asbi. Bowling card of Southern Eaters were that time Sampath Perera 27 for 2. Pawandeep Singh 16 for 1. And Saeed Aziz, as usual, 22 for 1. He is in the top 3 bowlers. And Southern Eaters chasing down 14 overs, 110 runs target. Only managed to score 100 runs for loss of 9 wickets. Saeed Aziz, a brilliant knock of 32 of 15. Faiz Nasir, 14 of 9. And Harinder Singh, 13 of 28. So Nimantha Madhuanta was not completed with his batting and with bowling as well. He performed so well, and he is coming into the top 3 bowlers as well, with while batting Cardozo and with bowl as well. And he was end of 3 overs 14 for 3. Kushan 25 for 2, and Anwar Rahman 10 for 1. So it will be a great context Thursday and Friday. Thursday third place game.
Yes,
And
for
the
sure.
the third place Southern Eaters will be taking on Western Warriors, and surely with this victory, Western Warriors will be looking a total different side.
I would not surprise.
Yeah, wounded Tigers anyway will be very dangerous.
Yep.
And on the team, on the paper, they are one of the strongest sides. Unfortunately, first 5 games didn't go in their way, and we'll be looking into bounce back. And today, turning the tables, probably third place game will be a nail biter.
Yep, that might change the whole trajectory of the game as well. And we are into the last 2 games on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, looking at after the league stage, the top 5 bowlers are Udit Madhushankar with 11 wickets, Sampath Perera with 11 wickets, Nimantha Madhuanta with 11 wickets, Fitri Sham with 10 wickets, and Shohadat Ramli with 9 wickets. And looking at the batting top 5 in this series, Virandeep Singh sitting pretty on the top with 256 runs. Then Anwar Aruddin with 210 runs. Nimantha Madhuanta with today amazing 79, 206 runs. And Lasith, we had 100 runs couple of days back. He in the fourth place with 173 runs in this series, and Saeed Aziz with 142 runs in the 5th position in the top 5 batsmen as well. It will be a great game of cricket on Thursday and Friday. Please join us in Queen Rana Oval, 8:30. Join us for the third place. Same team, Southern Eaters, will be taking on Western Warriors. Join us on Thursday. Meanwhile, we will be looking at our sponsors as well, who has supported us to make this dream a reality. Official board sponsor for MCA Ramadan Super Series T20 tournament is SG. And sponsor for individual awards, cash prizes for best batsman, best bowler, man of the series by My Events International. Player of the match, cash prize by Dayashakti Travels and Tours. And individual awards, cricket equipments sponsored by KC Sports. And Siva, what do you think about the next 2 games?
And I will be waiting to see a different team from the Western Warriors point of view after this game. And also Southern Eaters doesn't really keep them calm. They will be coming back strong after this as well.
They just have to forget about today match and just come back strong.
And we will be seeing a cracker of the game as well.
yes.
And it's time for us to say
Good night.
good night to all the viewers wherever you are. And please join us on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Until then, it's
Bye-bye.
goodbye from Yusri and Siva.
Signing off by Yusri and Siva from Kinloch Oval, home of cricket in Malaysia. We'll be back on Thursday, 8:30. Join us.
Good night.